Hello everybody, my name is IndeedWiggles, and as you may know, I like to do things in video games sometimes every now and then, so today we're going to do something new. We are going to build a thing. I made this map on my own in a program called World Painter, and yeah, I kind of just wanted to try out Let's Build and see what that's all about. If you don't know what Let's Build is, then you're about to find out. It's pretty self-explanatory. I build things, and you watch. So it's not really like a let's thing, it's more like a I do and you follow because I'm the leader. Get it? Got it? Good. Let's go!
No, this is Patrick! This is Patrick!
So, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do that and stuff. If you have no idea what this is and you're like, maybe it's a bridge, but I don't quite know, it's not a bridge. It is an aqueduct, because those are still relevant today. If you didn't know, and if you don't know what an aqueduct is, I don't know where you plan to go with your life, because they're obviously very relevant today, and we still use them in modern... Oh shit, that's turning into ice. Didn't think about that one. I hate physics. Okay, so aqueducts. Let's get off of the ADD train here. Aqueducts were used, I don't know, like a bunch of centuries ago in Europe as ways to transport water throughout cities in a clean way, and I don't know if they were actually all that clean. But anyway, I think it'll go well with the theme that I want to go with here. What I want to do is I want to build... No, I do want to build something, but I'm going to get kind of specific here. If anyone uses the relevant knowledge of literature, because these things help, you know, aqueducts, literature, relevant nowadays, you will know, well, you won't know it, but you might know the story of Rip Van Winkle, and that sounds like a really weird... I always thought that it was like an innuendo for a turd, but apparently it wasn't. Like, I'd be like, yeah, I gotta go take a Rip Van Winkle, but that's not what it was. It's a story about this dude who lives in a place, and he's like, I don't really like it here because my wife's a bitch, and then he just leaves one night with his dog, and they walk up into these mountains to like hunt something. I don't know if it's like anything in particular, but they're hunting, and then he falls asleep, and he wakes up, and he's still in the mountains, and he's like, he sees some dude. I don't really know what all went down, but essentially they end up in some like magical mountain land. Like there's a bunch of mountains, the way that I pictured it anyway, there's like a bunch of mountains, and then there's a clearing, and in the clearing is like another village where all these people are just hanging out and being happy. And he's like, oh, what a wonderful place, and then he never came back home. Yeah, so based on a true story of why you shouldn't do LSD, kids, let's do this. Let's not, because I have another instance of Minecraft open. So that's kind of the story, and I want to build that magical village, but with a kind of a spin. I sort of picture that village as like a very wooden place and tiny, and like, you know, everybody's got a chimney and it's not raining. So we're gonna do that down there. I want to have like a nice, like a like cramped kind of when you're running around. It's very cozy, and then around the outside, I kind of want to. Maybe as a reach goal, like that village will definitely have it, but I think around the outside I want to do some cool like mountain paths that you can go along with like towers and stuff on them, and that would, I don't know, that would just be fun to make as a way to get out of the whole wooden theme that we're going for down there. And right now there's no trees in this world. I may do that later. I think it'll be better if I can put them in places that I feel they work. Yeah. But I'm going to quick figure out what to do with this water situation. And then maybe we can go into another time lapse. I don't really know how much there is to explain. I know the intro was fairly brief there. But whatever, you know. I think the rule with ice, right, is that it can't be like... Let's get some normal stone here too. Make this mountain go up high. We're going to do this part on camera because... I don't know why. I just kind of wanted to. You could be like, boop, 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 boop. Good. And we'll do that kind of thing. Take some stone. Nice, nice, nice. Let's bring it up just a little bit so we can get water coming out of there in a way that doesn't look too cramped. And that waterfall over there that's coming into the aqueduct, it's really hard to see the crosshair. It's coming into the aqueduct. That was a natural waterfall along with that one that I stopped up with the yellow wool, and then this one. And I didn't know if I could make them line up, and it turned out that I couldn't, so I didn't bother trying because it would have looked weird, and it would have gone like diagonal, and then that would have been an issue to build with. So yeah, too much thought going into that. I already put a lot into making it anyway, so I think this should be, let's kind of merge it in there a little bit. Not good? Yeah. And we can just have the water spit out right there. Boop. Alright, went a little bit funky, but that's nothing too much to worry about. You're beautiful. Oh, no you're not. There you go. That's how you make waterfalls happen, and we're just going to pretend that there's water up here because there's really not. Although, I could do some fancy lighting things if I wanted. If I want to just put torches up here, I could. Because you're not really going to see it from down below. Let's try that. Try it out! We'll just see if that can melt all the snow. And then if not, we might have to add some extra ones in between. Anyway, you guys get the idea. I'm going to place the rest of these torches. And then I'm going to also build like the quote-unquote legs of this. I might do a time-lapse of me building one. But it's already been multiple real-life days to build what I've got here. I'm not using anything like World Editor, none of that stuff. So I'm going to attempt to finish up building this. I hope my microphone's not too low. It doesn't look like it is. If it is, I'm apologizing right now because I've been talking for a while. So yeah, you're going to see me build just one of these pillars, and then the rest will be off camera, and we can move on to maybe something else in this video, maybe not. I mean, if you can't tell, there's been a ton of time put into this, so I'll see you guys in a second.
No, this is Patrick!
I didn't do a time-lapse of me building any of these pillars because I built this one off camera first, and it took forever. So I actually just installed World Edit, and I world edited these ones in and did some handwork off camera that wouldn't really look too significant in the timeline. So if you hear birds chirping and air conditioners and whatnot, that's because my window's open so you can hear stuff outside, and outside there's an air conditioner and a bird. And yeah, so let's talk about what I did up here. It's an aqueduct, and I couldn't fill it with water because the water freezes up here, and I don't know how to change the biomes so that it wouldn't freeze, but I don't know. I didn't really feel like doing it, so I just let that happen. No one's going to be up here to see it anyway, or at least I won't be, and you guys won't be, because it's my world, so suck it. And I didn't like how snow was forming on here, so I just put down string because these torches weren't enough to light it up, but I still wanted them there for some mood lighting. We can go down one of these pillars. I think this is one of the longer ones. And let's see, I think let me get my crosshair up so we can see something. Right about, I want to say here is where, no, here ish, I don't know, somewhere around this area is where all of the hand-built stuff ended, and then I began pasting in a pattern from World Edit, which I believe is right, it's here. It's from this line down to, I have no idea. That's not one of the longer pillars, actually. I lied. This is one of the longer ones. So it's from this line here down to here. Just like that. So that whole chunk is what I was copying and pasting to make it all the way down to this. And then this is where it got really kind of tricky. We have, it sort of juts out a little bit if you look, to give it a little bit of space, and it continues doing this as we go down until we get to the very bottom, where I made it come out based on the lay of the land, I guess, is the best way to say that. And I'm just still going. I'll never finish this if I keep playing with it. And then I just added some noise, because originally from here down was just a straight line, and I didn't want to have it come back in like that because it would have looked too repetitive, especially for the bottom, because I wanted it to have some structure. So I did keep the straight lines. Okay, yay. And then I was like, I didn't really like all the straight lines, but they had to be there, so I just added some noise to them. I made them come back in here and threw some glowstone. I worked a little bit of lapis into the design here, and this is a recurring theme throughout the whole aqueduct. So we have the lapis there, come up a little bit, we got some more there, we come up, and then at the very, very tippy top, there's some lapis right in there. So it is a pattern. That's basically it for this aqueduct. I think you guys have seen pretty much everything. I did change a little bit up here, but I didn't even show it off last time. These pillars are pretty huge for what it's holding up. The structure itself is very thin right there. So to bulk it up, I used these, and originally they were just like, I think I just had them go like this, right? Or did I? Like that, like that. No. I don't even remember what I did, man, but it was like, it was essentially a smiley face pattern, I guess is the best way to show it, because if you look at these, this looks like a frowny face. Boop. And we had a smiley face that kind of wrapped around here before, so it was thinner, but I think this makes it look like this is a real support and it's holding that up, even though it's kind of irrelevant because this is attached to that. But then I guess you could say that all the wooden part here is a structure of its own, and then the stone, it doesn't matter, it's Minecraft, you don't really got to think about this stuff too much. But I'm pretty happy with it. I don't like how repetitive these had to be. If I did have the time, I probably would have done a little bit more depth, like had it go in and then come out at the bottom, kinda, just like in a block or so, but I really didn't have the time, so I just had to repeat the same thing. And I don't know how the back looks here. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. It should be okay. And now for the grand finale, my favorite part of using shaders is right here. Isn't that beautiful? All the lights everywhere. That's why I kept the torches up at the top, because if we come down here, it's so beautiful, man. Like, imagine having a small mining village or something down here, and then just up here is this whole kingdom with these kind of lights like shining. It's gonna be so cool if I actually finish this project. And I would have liked to put some lights in the pillars there, but I think again the whole repetitive thing would have really got to me, and they would have been like this. They would have been like that, because I would have wanted lights in the middle, because that's just how I am. And then around the outside there wasn't really anywhere that they could fit. So that's how that is. But I think it's nice. I think it's very nice. This is by far the biggest thing that I've ever built in Minecraft, I think. So I hope it was enough for you guys. Hope you can appreciate all the time and hard work I put in by throwing a like on this video for me. And let's get a thumbnail right now. Should make a day. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go with the 4,000. Better? A little bit more contrasty? I don't know. I don't know what kind of thumbnail I'm gonna do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed. Peace.
Wiggles video is over, but you could still subscribe to him and see more every single day if he's not busy with some schoolwork. But then you could watch more